Today we're looking at Snapdragon, one of my favourite Decepticon toys. Released way back in 1987, Snapdragon represents Hasbro hitting the booze a little too much during the design phase, resulting in an insane triple-changing headmaster robot. His first alternate mode is a Godzilla-style lizard dragon monster thing, and if that alone wasn't awesome enough, he also becomes an SR-71 Blackbird jet, one of the coolest goddamn flying machines in existence. I picked up this toy at a convention in 2014, and in all honesty, it's in pretty good shape. In fact, it only really needs a good clean, so strap in for this blistering excitefest of a mod video. So, to begin with, we're going to start disassembling the toy, ready to give it a good clean. We're going to begin with the Headmaster Companion, who I believe was called Monzo, I think. He's only got the one screw, so it's easy enough to disassemble him and break him down. And then it's just a matter of going through the main Snapdragon toy and unscrewing everything that can be unscrewed, and then get everything else taken apart. I didn't want to force the cockpit canopy to come off, so I'll leave that as is and just work around that. But disassembling the rest of the cockpit wasn't too much of a problem. I'm going to leave those little bits in there too. The next step was to disassemble the main body. Again, there's only about 4 screws holding the whole thing together, so that's pretty simple to take apart. And then there's a couple of screws at the back also holding in everything, and there you can see that comes off quite easily. And then you can see the headmaster mechanism there, same as Ape Face. And the torso comes together quite nicely there. Next step is to remove the limbs, get those all separated out. There's the cat again, and it's just a matter of unscrewing all the different parts of the thighs and the lower legs, and also breaking off some of these stickers that kind of cover the seams. But I've got some repro labels which will be put in place here, so that'll replace all the old stickers. The stickers were the only part of this toy that were really that worn, and even then they were in still pretty good shape for the most part, but I still want to give it a nice once over. So the next step is to take the arms and disassemble these. There's some fiddly little ratchets in the upper arm sections that cause me a little bit of, well, not grief exactly, but caused me a little bit of confusion initially as to how they were put together. But they're still fairly straightforward once you get to know the workings out to the arms. There's also some of the detachable fins, so make sure to not lose those. I was lucky in that this toy came with the 2 fins. Normally a lot of the second-hand toys are missing them, but in this case they were there, so I was very happy with that. So the next cool bit is removing those stickers. So I managed to remove a lot of them just by pulling at them with my nails. After that, it was just a matter of getting rid of the residue with some lighter fluid, which is actually pretty good stuff once you get the hang of it. So you can see here, just letting it dissolve into the residue, and then using a lighter fluid soaked cotton bud to remove the rest. And after that's done, it's just a matter of getting a wipe or something else just to kind of clean off the remainder of the residue. So pretty straightforward, and it just makes your hands smell nice and lighter fluidy, which is always a good thing. It's not always a good thing. Let's make this video a little more exciting by going on a well-earned holiday. Woo! Love flying! Woo! I love surfing! Woo! I love skydiving! PJ, do parkour! And now I'm pensive. Well, back to Transformers. Woo! I love flying home! That's not my luggage. Oh well, that was a fun interlude. I enjoyed that holiday. That was good. Should do that more often. So yeah, here we are. We're back to cleaning the toy. Still getting the old sticker residue off here, off some of the old bits and bobs. I'm really sorry. The video doesn't get any more exciting than this, really. Well, maybe when I start putting things back together, it'll spice up a little bit. But I wouldn't put too much faith in that. Oh, there we go. Just putting the screw back in that ratchet there. That's really cool. Well, I say really cool. I mean, coolish. Again, giving the old lower arm bit of a clean there. I went to see the Bumblebee film a couple of days ago. That was really good. I wasn't expecting it to be that good. I thought it would be good, or at least, you know, a lot better than the other Transformer live-action films. But this one was, it was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. I've been to see it twice now. So I guess that shows that I really enjoyed it. Now, the smaller wings that slot into the lower arms, they're not exactly super stiff on this version of the toy. But after I cleaned them up and everything, it held quite well. So I did consider using some pledge or some like nail varnish or super glue to try and tighten that joint somewhat. But it didn't need it in the end, so I'm just going to leave that as is. And that's the same for both arms as well. It seemed to work quite well, so I'm not going to fiddle with that. I might try and tighten that joint in a couple of years if they do get a bit loose, but like I said, the toy is in actually pretty good shape. So at this point, we're just into the final part of reassembly, putting the ratchets and the arms back together, screwing everything back in there. And it's surprising, even just basically cleaning the toy, disassembling it, and just cleaning the individual parts and then putting them back together. Just doing that just makes the motion of some of these joints so much smoother, and they just move a lot easier, but still maintain their tightness. And it really does just help maintain things a little bit. The old headmaster mechanism there, I keep dropping these things. There we go. So I put that back in first. Get those screws back in there to hold the torso back together, and then I'll be putting the ones back in the back as well to hold in the dinosaur, that Godzilla style neck joint. And the canopy, again, just giving that a bit of a clean. I didn't want to take the canopy off completely because it felt a little bit fragile, and I didn't want to force it and break it. Finally, just going to sticker remove the cockpit and the underside of the cockpit areas. Going to get the old lighter fluid on there again. And once those are all removed and all the residues taken off, it's just a matter of applying some repro labels to the thing and getting it all looking nice and shiny. I think in future I need to buy more banged up, beaten up G1 toys to repair rather than buy pretty good looking ones just to clean them. So, not the most entertaining video, sorry. So, time to use some of the old repro labels again and put some nice new sparkly stickers on the Snapdragon. Nice to replace these things, make it look a bit more fresh, give it a bit more of a modern day kind of shine. As usual, my stickering ability is pretty crap. I can put them on reasonably straight, but not always. Oh well, never mind. It's all part of the charm, he says to himself, lying. And there we are, Snapdragon all fully cleaned up and reassembled and looking pretty damn swish. The headmaster partner there also looking nice and clean. The fantastic dinosaur mode, well, dragon, well, Godzilla, who knows what it is, it's cool. And finally, the robot mode itself. Easily one of my favourite of the original Generation 1 toys. But I'm very, very happy to own again. So stay tuned for next episode when we'll be looking at some Star Wars stuff.